Okay, for number 16, I have a couple options. I could just start factoring right away. 3 is not a hard number to work with. 45 is not a hard number to work with. There's only a couple options there. But I can also notice that there's a common factor. 3, 6, and 45 are all divisible by 3. And so we could factor out a 3, which is just distributing in reverse. If I factor out a 3, that means I'm dividing each one by 3. So 3 divided by 3 is 1, or 1x squared. 6 divided by 3 is 2, so I'll have a 2x. 45 divided by 3 is 15, so I'll have a minus 15. And this just allows me to work with smaller numbers that will then hopefully make it easier to factor. So in class, we talk about how the first number in our equation to be factored breaks down to the first number in each parentheses, so x and x. We talk about how our last number in the equation, negative 15, breaks down to the last number in each parentheses. So I have 3 and 5, and I need one of them to be negative. I know I need one of them because the only way to get a negative 15 is to have a negative 3 and a 15, or a positive 3 and a negative 5. I misspoke. Negative 3 and positive 5, or 3 and negative 5. So I'm going to try plus and minus. Plus 3 and minus 5. That's equal to 0. Before I solve, I want to check that. So 3 times x is 3x. X times negative 5 is negative 5x. If I add those together, I get negative 2. If I would have gotten positive 2, we talked about in class how if you get the opposite of what you want, you can change both the signs, and that'll make that work. So our zero product property says that if we have 3 factors, 1, 2, 3, multiplied to give you 0, at least one of those factors has to equal 0. So we set our x factors equal to 0, and we solve those. So minus 3 on the first one, and x equals negative 3, plus 5 on the second one, and x equals 5.